The opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Huh?
Person?
Okay, now she's getting super weird.
You don't mean...
Uh-oh. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed from across the courtroom, but in the next second... What?
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the fuck?
What the heck?
Yeah, you're standing next to her.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Jack and Jill went up the beanstalk. No, wait, Jack and Jill is a different thing. Jack and Jill... What's the Jack and Jill story? Jack and the Beanstalk is different from Jack and Jill. Wait, Jack and Jill is just on its own. Aren't Jack and Jill the ones that leave the breadcrumbs? You know, in the forest? And then almost get eaten by a witch when they walk into a gingerbread house or something?
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that is a good question, mate.
Toko, what happened to you?
I'm pretty sure something fried her brain. Maybe she spent too much time on the internet, I don't know.
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality.
So you're slightly more educated than her.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
No. I don't know why, but Genocide Jill seems slightly more bearable than Toko.
She's so intense.
Okay, you shut up.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
What? Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Tell me about it, sister.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
What's that on your shirt? Like, on the right side?
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
I don't get it.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Okay, she's definitely spent too much time on the internet. Okay then, and why are you dressed like Mary Poppins? This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is?
Miss
This?
Jack, Jill?
This is beyond
Can I ask
insane.
you a question?
What's up?
Oh god, do not ask for an autograph.
Some of us think you might be the
What?
mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Oh, typical, like most serial killers, she's got an ego.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Monokuma is calling her a creepazoid.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Tell me about it, Monokuma.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Not necessarily.
Just kidding again!
How do your teeth go? Like, how do your teeth go?
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
I am pretty sure that's not how a criminal trial works.
A motive?
Okay, what are you linking at me for again? Stop with Sakura-chan, we're in the middle of a trial. Please, down girl.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Oh, that explains it.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
You've got a good point.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Okay, seriously, what the hell is that thing on your jumper?
But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
And now it just disappeared. It doesn't make any sense.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
See, now it's back there again. I'm so confused. What the hell is that white thing on a jumper? Look at it. It's a white thing on her right sleeve.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Well, that is exactly why she would have killed someone. If they found out that she was a serial killer, in the very next trial, whoever killed anyone, no one would believe her. They'll all assume it was her. Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but there's something still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Okay, here we go again. Make my argument.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it doesn't.
More proof do we
Shit!
need.
Why are you laughing?
Give it up. You killed her.
Well, it looks like we just missed it. Let's go again.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Bam! Bam!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
I just love shooting to
Perhaps
music.
if you had an alibi, that would
See, I
change
get more
things.
time.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Here we go. Boom!
No, it's wrong.
Oh wow, I got the correct one.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Oh god, this voice is driving me
I
nuts.
think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Quiet you.
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
It's annoying, but it's not garbage.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Why is the music in this game louder than the damn voices?
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Pop. Man! Come on, guys, I'm making a kendo joke.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Quiet you haven't contributed so far. Go back to your corner.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
No, not if they wanted to get away with it.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
She's got some clear issues.
Can you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Yes. How the body was posed, what was used to suspend her, when she was suspended. Oh, I think it's this one.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
I'm getting to that.
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
How could 5 pairs of razor-sharp scissors be used to suspend an adult male? The average adult male would weigh around 70 kilograms. 5 pair of scissors would essentially mean that every single pair of scissors would have to hold up of, I don't know, 13.5 kilograms. I don't know. That's a lot of pressure on the scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
And a better question, how do you lift up the bodies?
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
What suddenly makes you a professional? You're more a recreational enthusiast.
And you know what else? Big
No.
Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
No, you're not a Big Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's
I am?
actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
I only saw like
There's
4.
a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Stop winking, please.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Yeah, lolly girl. There was one pattern surrounding the genocide victims and Chihiro didn't fit it. Was a girl?
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken, 32, Honda, 17, Gaku, 23, Kano, 14, Takishi, 30, Komomatsuna, Takefumi, Uchida, Takeshi, Yuto.
They were all guys?
You finally said something useful. Congratulations.
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
I am keeping the fuck away from that
The
website.
hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the movie side of me just hates it!
The fuck is wrong with you, girl?
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Or maybe you just wanted to commit a murder and get away with it in the case that someone catches you, so you did the murder as similarly as you possibly could while... Wait, but how the fuck would you pick up that dumbbell that weighs almost 20 kilograms? You weigh like 40 kilograms. You can't just go around picking up half your body weight with your arm. I'm not saying that girls are not strong. Girls can be very strong, but that's the equivalent of me going around and picking up 45 kilos with one hand. It's not that simple.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
I agree with the dick on this one.
Lolly car!
Lowly cur?
What's a lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
The fuck?
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious
Okay, she basically just countered my argument. She's got a point.
That does make some amount of sense.
Yeah, the crazy Twitter, Tumblr girl, is making sense. I am agreeing with the serial killer.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
How the fuck are you supposed to bring the scissors into this high school that we're trapped in? All our shit's been taken.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
I use dumbbells. Sometimes once every... Shut up!
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
I'm sure she could find a pair of knives.
Any scissors? Don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
I never knew there was a Lamborghini of scissors arrangement
Okay,
thing.
whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Uh-oh. What the fudge?
She's fully equipped.
Great, so there was a serial killer running around with scissors the entire time. And Byakuya didn't tell us. Let's just kill Byakuya and be done with it.
That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime.
Wait a minute, she kills guys she finds attractive. She's gonna kill Byakuya. Fuck it, leave him alone.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Great, you've got a scissor fetish.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
What the fudge is a gutter dog? I know what a gutter is, and I know what a... whatever. Now I get what a gutter
Not
dog
to
is.
mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's probably out of the question anyway.
Well, that's probably why you haven't found a boyfriend. Wait, what's that thing on your shirt again?
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Yeah, if she is innocent, then it's probably Byakuya, isn't
But
it?
the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied Genocide Jack's cases. Ah, it's Byakuya. Junko's dead. Sakura-chan is winking at me again. Kyoko's looking away. Mondo is like, whatever. Oh, Byakuya's looking a little nervous.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Maybe I'll actually get to watch you die now.
Oh, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
This is a whole new level of crazy.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
Yeah.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yes.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Why does it matter?
Looking back and thinking about it now,
Probably when we discovered the body and you made me your assistant.
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious, very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
But how did you know Chihiro was the victim?
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
No one knew who the victim was,
on the
dum-dum.
contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, Share with the rest of the class.
I will, Mr. Togami. There was a very clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added. Yes, please tell me. Oh, now we're going to add something called Truth Flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize the weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your load of truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case though, I will just say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. How do I use a flashback? Oh, Monokuma file. That's all I have? Fine by me.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Yes.
He was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a
Pervert.
natural reaction for any guy!
No, it's not.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There
But
was
how
no
did you
time
know?
for pointless distractions.
How did you
What's
know?
so strange about that?
But how did you know Chihiro was the victim? Oh god. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a very clear contradiction there. I need to make the contradiction clear.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Yeah.
if you're presented with the opportunity
Yeah,
to
yeah,
check
yeah,
out
pervert.
that's unnatural.
The victim was Chihiro, who was so, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless.
What's so strict? Wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay, I can use it again.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
No, that doesn't work. Fuck! Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Make me think something weird is going on. Uh-oh. Wait, how the fuck do I use this truth bullet?
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
Oh, before we found the body, I get it.
That's unnatural.
The victim was Chihiro, who, so of course I would
Shit, why did I
suggest we
miss?
check the girls' locker room.
There was
Okay,
no time.
so he was
What's so
acting weird
strict?
before we found the body, but he's saying Chihiro was the victim. How the fudge does he know Chihiro is the victim? I'ma charge my laser.
That's unnatural. The victim
Shut up.
Was Chihiro.
Boom.
No, it's wrong.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Yeah.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
You gon' die, bitch.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
What, you're gonna start doing that? Shut up, idiot, screw you. The same thing Leon was?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us.
Wait, you want me to keep dishing out evidence? What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it's got nothing to do with him.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Oh, come on, are you in on
We
this?
just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh, now you're lecturing me too.
Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Okay, now I'm gonna pay attention. Because I have no idea what I'm supposed to even do now.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When
Please
I
explain.
want to kill, I
I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
What's
Hey,
fishy about
Byakuya,
rope?
Where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh, yes, you did!
No, that's wrong.
Yes, you did! It's from your library.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Oh.
Because you see, that rope, that extension cord.
What? An extension cord?
Yeah, you know what that is, right?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this?
Huh?
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Wait, that doesn't explain the poster on the stain. Celeste, shh, shh, not now. Shh, later. In 5 minutes. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not
What's
even
wrong?
involved?
I asked you if you think that's what happened.
He's playing with us, isn't he?
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
No, 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 that's not what
Disagree
happened.
with not disagreeing.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
I don't think he'd be so stupid as to let you guys corner him.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Yeah, there's a few details.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
Okay, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna kill
I
you.
know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Yeah, the poster with the boobs and the stain.
And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Well, 3 things actually.
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
How the fudge did you get in the locker room?
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
The fact that you're trying to get voted to die? What was that just now? Something's not right. Byakuya's remarks just now, there's something in there that concerns me. The scene of the crime, Genocide Jack's presence, the extension cord. The scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Is that what your daddy used to tell you? Is that why you're so upset with the rest of us and you say that we disappoint you? Because you never could live up to daddy?
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Yes, she was found dead in the locker room.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Because you can move a body.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later.
It's not like she was heavy.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Okay, that's just a little... Wait.
Rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine
Be
her
sure
body.
to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Why can't you just tell them, Kirigiri, instead of being like, examine her entire body and getting Yamada all excited?
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
Yeah.
What? This is... What does this
Oh,